More Democrats are splitting with the Speaker Nancy Pelosi on that move to extend the Bush tax cuts for the top bracket. For lawmakers getting ready to send the Speaker, House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer a letter that states, "We urge quick passage of legislation to extend the tax cuts. We look forward to working with you to extend all income tax rates." Michigan Congressman Gary Peters, one of the people behind the letter. Congressman, any response?
We are still gathering signatures on the letter right now for a short-term extension, looking at perhaps a year or 2 years extension on all of these cuts. We get back in town tomorrow, as you know, and we expect to get some additional colleagues signing on to the letter before we forward it to leadership.
How many do you think feel that way among your Democratic brethren?
Well, I don't want to put a number on it right now. I need to get back into town and talk to folks about it, although I think we're going to get a good number.
At least 50. Is that true?
I think we're going to get a good number. I don't want to mention a number right now, Neil, but I think we're going to get a good number. Folks know that right now, just with the economy, as weak as it is right now, we are recovering. I'm very pleased. The last 8 months we've had positive job growth, but it's not enough. We need to have more. The economy is still in a very fragile state, and I certainly don't want to be in a position where we're raising any taxes during this time. And that's why a short-term extension, I think, is prudent for us to make sure these tax rates stay the same, not only the income rates, but also capital gains and dividend rates as well, until the economy is much healthier, which hopefully will happen in the months. If we can continue this trend that we've seen the last 8 months and strengthen it, it's going to be very, very important for us long term.
John Boehner, the Republican leader, has said that he is open to the possibility of letting those tax cuts expire on the rich if it risks imperiling extension of all the tax cuts, including those for the middle class. It was an olive branch that he offered, one apparently slapped away by the administration. What do you make of that, that better some folks see their tax cuts extended than none?
Well, certainly, hopefully we can extend, certainly, without question, the tax cuts for people making $250,000 or less. Middle-class taxpayers right now are certainly squeezed, need relief, are suffering as a result of this economy. We need to be focused for sure that we do that, although my colleagues and I have taken a position that we believe that we really shouldn't be raising anybody's taxes right now when we still have a problem.
Just the opposite. Your leadership hasn't budged, the president hasn't budged, so you could be whistling past the graveyard, right?
Well, it depends on how many of us get together and are talking about this, and that's why we're hoping to get more support from my colleagues when we get back into town to say this is not the time to be raising taxes. Consumers account for 70% of the economy. We need to make sure consumer demand is still there. Tax increase on consumers at a time when we need consumers back in the market, buying products, creating demands, and making sure that our small businesses get back to health. I mean, my focus has been small business lending and helping our small businesses because we're, as you know, Neil, that's where most of the job creation is. We need to be focused on what is it going to take to make our small businesses in our country very healthy and then get the economy growing.
Congressman, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Now to that